Hi everyone, welcome back to Rachel Pichler Yoga, and today 22 we are going to be creating some strength through our back and hamstrings today. So find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. Alrighty, we are going to start in child's pose today. So you can find your way onto your knees. Let them come out nice and wide, sitting back towards your heels, and then we'll let the forehead and the chest come nice and low. Reaching your arms above your head or wherever's comfy. But I just want you to be able to relax a little bit, so finding a position, if child's pose isn't a great place for you, that you would rather be, where you're able to close your eyes and just find your breath. Taking these next few moments to let go of your day, to just slow things down a little bit. And take one last breath here. And using an inhale to start to move and lift the head. We can make our way onto our hands and knees. So bring the hands, the wrists right under your shoulders. Bring your knees in underneath your hips. And I just want you to take a second and remember child's pose, because you might want it again when I don't tell you to take it. So at any time today that you need child's pose or any break, you take it, okay? Today we're trying to create strength though, and I'm going to push you guys a little bit. So take what you need. We're going to tuck our toes underneath, and we're going to lift up into downward facing dog whenever you're ready to do so. So lifting the knees. Let the head be heavy. Just take your dog for a little walk. And we're going to be warming up right away. So again, take what you need. We're just going to flow through a few vinyasas. So if you can stick with me, stick with me. If you need to slow down or again, take any breaks, you do what you got to do. So from downward facing dog, we're going to use an inhale to come into a plank. Maybe from the knees. As you exhale, lower chaturanga or all the way onto your stomach. Switch to the top of your feet, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let your head be heavy. Use an inhale, come back into your plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Let the head be heavy. Take another inhale, find your plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a break, whatever you need, or inhale, back into your plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Bring your knees down. If you haven't already, sit on your heels, take some weight out of the hands, shake out the wrists. Whew, who's warm? Slow down your breath here a little bit, you guys. The hard work is not done, don't worry. Bringing your hands back to the mat. When you are feeling ready, you can keep shaking out the wrists, moving them around, whatever you need, but finding tabletop at some point. All right. So we're going to be extending our right leg behind. So you can start by keeping the toes down on the mat, or you can start to lift the foot. And then we're supposed to be strengthening our hamstrings today. So we're going to actually bend the knee and send the foot towards the ceiling. So just holding that knee up with it bent is a lot harder to do than when it's straight, because that hamstring's got to work a little bit more. So breathe. Lift that foot up towards the ceiling, a little donkey kick. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale, bring the knee down, switch sides. That left leg's going to come back. You can stay here with the foot down. You can lift it. You can bend the knee. Maybe squeeze your glute a little bit. Let's push into the hands a little bit more if you're kind of collapsing through that chest. I just was, so just catch yourself. Come back, nice straight arms. Keep that knee bent maybe. Feel that hamstring working, the back of that quad. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Bring your knees to the mat. At any time you need to come off the wrists, you come off the wrists. But that right leg's going to come back again. Same thing. Foot down, lifted, or even knee bent. All right. Who wants to add their left arm? Now we're talking. Draw that belly button in, waking up the back body here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let's let it go. Hand and knee. Switch sides, left leg back. Maybe the leg is bent, adding that right arm. Some nice fancy tabletop variations today. Find your breath. Awesome work. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale, let it go. All right, when are we going to be done these? My goodness, we're going to switch sides one more time. That right leg's going to come back. The left arm maybe is reaching out. Who wants to really go for it and challenge their balance? Your hamstring will get a break. You're going to try and reach back for your foot. Left hand, right foot. Awesome work. All right, let that go. I want that left hand. Actually, can you keep the right leg up? Let's work a little bit more. That left hand's going to stay down. And now we're going to get really crazy. Uh-oh. We're going to try to reach back for our right foot with our right hand. Oh my goodness, I can't even do it. Can you? It's because we're on the left hand and the left knee, and it's a little weird. Ooh, okay, let it go. That was an absolute epic fail on my part. Hopefully you did better than me. So let's switch sides and try it again. That left leg's going to come back, the right hand. So we should be a little bit more balanced on this side. And if you want to, try to reach for the foot. Again, I think this one's easier because we're nice and balanced. Left hand, right knee are nice and strong and grounded. All right. Can you keep that left leg back? Ooh, let the right hand find the floor. And then how can we find out this balance? I think we might need to move that right hand over a little bit. That's a lot better. When your hand and your knee are in a nice straight line, it's really hard. Props to you if you've got it. All right, let's let it go. Woo. A little balance work. My glutes are feeling nice and strong right now. I can feel the burn. And we're just gonna slide forward onto our stomach. Ooh, all right. Let's get even more into the back body here. So our hands are gonna start underneath our shoulders. Just find the top of your feet. Untuck your toes. We're gonna lift the chest. So lift the chest. You can push into your hands here. Or you can take all that weight out of the hands and completely use the strength from your back. Maybe the legs, the feet, maybe even the quads want to lift up here. Superman. Awesome, you guys. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Relax for a moment. Rest a cheek or maybe your chin. Get comfy. And then just when you're super comfy, we're going to move our hands back towards our hips. So you could keep the hands by the shoulders, or you could move your hands by your hips with your fingers pointing towards the bottom of your mat. Same thing though, we're going to lift the chest. So start to lift the head, lift the chest. You can push into your hands. Maybe take all the weight out of the hands. And then if your legs, your feet, maybe even the quads want to lift, find your Superman. Squeeze your back, your glutes here, your hamstrings. Take one more inhale. And exhale, let it go. Rest a cheek or a chin. Take a big break. And just when you're getting super comfy, we gotta move. We got one more here. So maybe hands are coming behind the low back this time. So you can have your hands under your shoulders, by your hips, or interlacing the fingers behind the low back. But again, lift the chest. If your hands are behind your back and they're resting on your butt, let's lift them up. Pull those shoulders back. Option 2, add your legs, your lower body. Awesome, you guys. Breathe. Lift everything up here. Nice job. Take one more. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Maybe rock the hips side to side a little bit here. And slow down the breath. And then we're going to start to bend that left foot. That left knee. So you can just let the foot hover. You can reach back for it if you want. With one hand, both hands. But we're just going to start by a little stretch as we hug the heel towards the glute. Resting your upper body. So you might stay here as we go into another hamstring strengthening pose. Half bow. So if you're hanging onto your foot, make sure you're just hanging on with your left hand now. Your left hand, and then your right hand is going to come under your chest to help you lift your chest up a bit. So instead of bringing the heel towards the glute now, we're going to send the foot away from the glute. So you're going to push into your hand and try and lift your knee, lift your quad, and fire up that hamstring and your glute. Then, if you're looking at your foot like I am, start to look forwards or even down to the top of your mat is actually more ideal. If you want to take that right hand and reach for the front of the room, take all that weight out of that forearm using your back here. That right leg might want to hover if you're getting really crazy, you're getting really into it. Nice work. Take another inhale and let it go as you exhale. You can keep your foot and then come back into that quad stretch, or you can just let the leg go out nice and long. We're going to switch sides in a second. So maybe rocking the hips side to side. But let's find our breath here. Alrighty. Whenever you're ready, you can start to bend the right leg. We're just going for that stretch to start. So rest your chest. Maybe reaching for your foot. You can use one hand or both. Just hugging the heel towards the glute. And then you definitely have the option to stay here, or you can start to just hang on with your right hand as you lift your chest up, and we'll start to lift the heel away from the glutes. Maybe even the quad can come up, reaching forward with the left fingertips if you really want to go for it, and if you want to go for it even more, that left leg can hover as well. A whole lot of things flying. Awesome, you guys. Half bow pose, a variation of half bow pose. Let's take one more inhale, and then let it go as you exhale. Option to keep the heel towards the glute, stretch, or just let the leg go. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. Nice work, you guys. All right, we're going to try now to bend both of our legs at the same time. So the feet can come up towards the ceiling. If you want to reach back, You can grab onto both of your feet or your ankles. Let's hug the heels towards the glutes to start. You can relax your chest and your head down for a moment. You might be staying here. You might be coming into a full bow pose with me where we try to pull the heels from the glutes, lifting the chest and maybe even the knees and the quads. Awesome job, you guys. Lift that chest, fire up your back, your glutes, your hamstrings. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale. Let it go, let the feet go, and just rest a chin or cheek. Maybe rocking the hips from side to side. We're just going to be rolling all the way over onto our backs. The hard work is done. We're ready to wind down a little bit here. So just roll over. Lay all the way down onto your back. And just plant your feet. Do a little windshield wiper movement with the legs. Let the knees rock from side to side. And then we're just going to add a rock from forwards and backwards. So if you want to hang on to the legs, you can make this rock nice and small or a little bit bigger, but just give that low back a massage that it deserves. And then starting to slow that rock down. We'll stay laying down, but you can let your legs go. Keeping the feet planted, we'll let our knees fall over towards the left. If you want to cross your legs or just stack your knees, set up your twist and reach your arms out to the sides to weigh down the shoulders. And this one will probably feel pretty good on that low back right now. And then we'll use an inhale to bring the knees back up. And we'll switch sides so your knees or your legs can fall to the right. Maybe crossing the legs. Keeping those shoulders nice and weighed down on the mat. And with an inhale, the knees can come all the way back up. Bringing your hips down. Again, a little windshield wiper movement with the legs. Or you can hug your knees in and rock side to side, but just massaging that low back. And then when you're ready, the feet can find the floor. You can extend your legs out long or bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees come out wide. Just getting into the hips a little bit. And resting your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart. Allowing yourself to feel your breath. Let your body be still and relaxed. As always, I encourage you to stay here as long as you have time for. But have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.